our last presentation this evening is, I believe, on the telephone. Is that correct? It's from Our Place. Mr. Kingsley, can you connect those folks?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You know you have exactly 10 minutes, and off you go.
Great. Hi there. This is Jordan Cooper, the Director of Services at Our Place Society. Wow, I've just been blown away listening to all the great presentations. A lot of great work happening in our community, that's for sure. I'd like to thank Mayor and Council for granting the time for me to be able to speak about some of the work that we're doing at Our Place as well. Our Place has many programs and services from our community center to our housing and shelters, as well as some of the work that we're doing with New Roads Therapeutic Recovery Community and others. But tonight, I just want to focus on a couple things that the city has supported this year. So one of those is the Our Place storage facility that is at our 919 location, as well as supporting our operating hours of our community center, which is also on Pandora. So the first thing I want to talk about a bit is the community center and the operating hours. In order to properly fund the community center on Pandora, we've always had to try and rely on multiple funding streams to operate, which community centers kind of fall into a bit of a gray zone. They're not housing, and that's a little bit more straightforward. But also, they do give people a place of reprieve during the day. So it's always been a bit tricky. But that being said, we've been very fortunate over the years to have different partners fund different programs and things for our community center together, to ensure that valuable building, that valuable space in our community is used to its full potential. So the city has funded that operating hours as a partnership. It's a three-way partnership with BC Housing and Island Health. And this has allowed us and this funding has been happening over a period of years, and it's really helped us be able to, like I said, have as many operating hours for that space, get people in, out of the cold, as much as we can. So this has allowed us to have our community center at its current operating hours of 7:30 in the morning to 7 at night, and that's 7 days a week, including all stat holidays. And when we talk to the folks that come into our community center, who we refer to as family members, when we talk to our family members about what's important for them, that's a big thing, being able to have us open as much as we can and be able to ensure that people have a warm, welcoming, safe place to be, especially, in the morning when shelters are closing and people are going outside, to have a place that they can kind of quickly go back to and get the services that they need. Now, whether that be a hot breakfast in the morning, connect with staff, volunteers, other peers, and to get support or participate in different programming, which we have in our community center as well. We've tried to expand that as well. We have, music Mondays, we have bingo on Wednesdays, we have yoga, which has actually been a great success, as well as showing documentaries and different things. So we try to keep people busy and really build that sense of community and that sense of belonging for everyone that comes in our doors. It's really for whoever comes in our doors. We don't, there's no membership. It's who has a need and who ends up there in front of us. I think also a thing that's really important for our family members is consistency. And so having that consistent amount of hours and being open the same time each day, which was not always the case. We were closed previously on weekends earlier and open later, and that was difficult for folks to understand and work around. thing I want to talk about is our storage facility that we have at 919. It's in our courtyard of our community center. It was built, I believe, about 5 years ago as a temporary project, as a lot of these things that start are always labeled temporary, and we continue on because the need is there. But the city has supported us with that, which we're very thankful of. It's a storage facility that has 90 50-gallon bins where folks can store their most precious belongings. Often those folks are staying in shelter, unhoused, couch surfing, in precarious housing, that type of thing, where they really need some stability, and that is able to at least offer stability of having the things that they hold the most dear to them safely. So we have 90 of those. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I believe we've had over 500 unique individuals access those bins. People can access those bins throughout the day, along the same hours as the community center. Theft of people's belongings or getting them lost or ruined, being out in the weather, things like that. That's a big stressor for our folks. So having a place to be able to have those items takes a lot off them, and it's always great for us to clear out a bin, because often that's clearing a bin for somebody means that they've got into some kind of housing, so that they no longer need that service. Which frees it up for someone else. So often people are storing their ID, pictures of their kids, their survival gear, clothing, hygiene stuff, blankets, whatever they need for themselves. We have people that currently have bins in that storage program that are working all day, that are staying in shelter at night, and they use their bins to store their work gear, their boots, their hard hat, whatever they need for their work. So without that, we would have people carrying their belongings all the time, big, large backpacks, bags of stuff, and having to leave them or stash them in bushes or whatever they would need to do. And they don't have to do that because of this storage facility. So it's very valuable. Like I said, it's been running over 4 years. It's had over 500 different folks come through. The building was built as a temporary structure, and it's starting to show its wear and tear from weather and things. So it definitely does need a little bit of TLC, to continue to offer the storage. And so we're hoping to look at that. But it's been very successful, and we're very thankful to the city for their support in both the storage as well as contributing to our community center and being able to be open as much as we can. I think that's it. I just want to really thank for the opportunity to speak, as well as feel free to reach out down the line if there's any questions. You want to take a look at our storage. We're really proud of what we do there, and happy to talk more about any of those things I covered tonight. Thank you.